Did you get to start fresh in your life? Did you get a new beginning? A chance to start from scratch? To start new? Personally, I think that's a bunch of crap. There's really no new beginning. There's no, start fresh. There's start new. Start from scratch. Get a new beginning in your life. It just doesn't exist. It's not real. It's an illusion. The way I think of it is, life itself just keeps going. Life just moves forward. It doesn't stop. It just is. It just does. It just continues going. And you exist within this life. So what do you think happens to you? I'm not gonna lie. You do get a new beginning. And that's when you set foot into this experience as a kid. Maybe before, I don't know if before we're kids, there's some form of experience that we have already within this life. I really don't know that part. I'm not a fucking scientist or a fucking doctor that can tell you what happens with all that shit. But personally, I don't feel like you get another beginning, a new beginning in your life. And sometimes people can say, like, for example, maybe somebody had a bad relationship, like this person had a bad relationship, and maybe she says, I want to start fresh in my life. I want to start new, and I want to leave this. I want to start new. See, when you say that, to me, it's like, okay, you want to start new, start from scratch. Okay, go, start from zero, right? That would mean starting new, but you never really start new because of the past experiences that you've gone through in your life. From as a kid, as a baby, you already start building experiences. You already start building like all these moments in your life that taught you something. Even speaking itself. If you're going to use speaking in something, you already have some experience for that thing that you're doing. If it requires to speak and you already know how to speak, then you already have some experience in that thing. You're just deciding to not take it as, to not look at that part of the experience that you already have. But you already have some experience. You never get a new start. See, when, like for example, in the example of somebody with a bad relationship deciding to want to start new in their lives, and they go on to start the new thing, that would imply that you are erasing the rest of the stuff. And that's not happening. It's not going to be erased. You already went through it. It's part of your experience. It's already there, right? It doesn't go away. But when you focus on deciding that you're going to start new, when you focus on deciding that you want to have a new life, you are trying to forget about the experiences that you've had. It creates this illusion in your head that you're starting new when you're not. And so what happens is that you're erasing the things that are going to help you for this new thing that you're trying to start, or this new way that you're trying to go about life. It makes you forget about those things. Starting new is an illusion, and it doesn't exist. What happens in your life when you decide that you want to start new, maybe you just changed into a new phase in your life. You hopped into a new phase in your life. You decided to leave this phase, but that doesn't mean that wasn't there, that you didn't go through that. My way of thinking about this is, I don't think that you get a new start. And if you think about it that way, for me, it helps me a lot more, because it keeps me aware that I already have a set of skills for whatever the fuck I'm gonna do in my life, whatever I'm gonna achieve, whatever I'm gonna try to achieve next, whatever whatever phase I wanna get into in my life, I already have experience. In some shape or form, I already have some kind of experience. If I think of it in the way of me just adding onto my life, which is the way I think of it. There's no new start. All that you do is just add and add and add onto your experience in this life. That's all you do. You just add. You hop onto a new phase, you add some more. You hop onto a new phase in your life and you add some more there. And you're just adding onto your life. You're adding a bunch of memories, a bunch of experiences, and that's fucking dope. I think that's cool. Why the fuck would you try to start new? Why would you think about, I want to start fresh, I want to have a new beginning in my life? Don't fucking forget about all the experiences that you've had. For me, thinking that there is no new beginning in my life, and in fact, all we do is just add and add and add onto our lives, that keeps me aware that I have done shit that will help me for this. All you have to do is think about the past, think about the things that you've gone through, think about how you can transform that information or those skills or those abilities that you've gained from those experiences, whether it's good experiences or bad experiences, but you've gained some form of knowledge from those things. How can you transform those things so that now you can apply them onto your new phase in your life? But you're not gonna get a new beginning. You're not. You're just gonna add onto your life. And you're gonna make mistakes right there too. And then what? You're gonna want to start new again? It's not how it works. Life keeps moving forward, and you move with it, and you have to accept that life is not something you can control. And there are certain things that you can do in this life. But starting new is not one of them. And the sooner you accept that, and the sooner you realize that, yes, you do just continue to add to your life. And sure, you add mistakes too. That's not cool, but you learn from them, so that's dope. That's fucking awesome. But when you look at it like that, it gives you more freedom to try new things. Why? Because you realize, holy shit, I'm gonna get into this new thing, but maybe if I do things a little bit like I do here and just kind of switch this around a little bit, I'll have a better shot at it. I'll have a better chance to succeed. My success rate can be higher. Why decide to forget the experiences that we've had? That wouldn't do you any good. In fact, it would just be a disservice to you. You don't start new. You don't start from scratch. You don't start fresh. Somebody coming out of jail will say, man, I want to change things up in my life. I want to start from scratch. I want to start new. But guess what? They already went to jail. They had that experience. They're not going to start new. And in fact, that experience is going to help them not go back to jail. You want to start new, you're going to forget about that fucking experience. At least that's what it would imply. But not thinking that you're starting new will keep you aware of the mistakes that you've made in your life, but not just the mistakes that you've made in your life, what you learned from them and what not to do so that you have a better shot, and what to do so that you can excel better. That's the way I think about it. That's the way I feel. There's no new beginning. You don't get to start fresh. You just don't. Life moves forward. You move forward with it. All I do, I just continue to add to my life. I add here. I add there. I have phases in my life where I fucking go try this fucking new thing. But that's just adding to it. Adding. And I fill up my life with experiences, amazing moments. And I learn from my mistakes. But I never want to start new. I never want to start from scratch. All the things that I've had, all the things that I've done in my life have somehow helped me, even for things that I'm not even doing yet. But I can see that now because I can look at my past and I know that I'm fucking 23. I'm 23 years old. I've done enough shit. to somehow have experience on just about everything, you know? Even if it's just speaking, even if it's just numbers, that I might have learned from when I was a kid. But if I use that, if whatever the fuck I do requires me to speak, I already have experience. So how can I use my speaking to help me learn a little bit more about that new thing? Even if that is only 1% of the job, although speaking is quite a big percentage. You don't start new, but continue adding to your life. I'll see you guys on the next one. I love you all. Take care. Bye.